Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting, 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente. It's Monday, June 8, 2015, and here are some of today's trends in the news. What a weekend. What a weekend. We had the conference here on Saturday. It was sensational. It was the old, the young, and the new, because that's what tracking trends are. An understanding of where we were, how we got here, and where we're going. And in attendees and in content, that was this magical conference. Nomi Prins, all the president's bankers. Whew, what a presentation she gave. Dynamic, fact-filled take-homes, as with all of the conference. Not only saying about what is and what's going to happen, but how to prepare for it, what to do, what to think about, decisions to consider, and steps that you might want to take. Dangers to avoid and opportunities to seize. Dr. Aria Maidenbaum, what a presentation on artful aging, where we're going, what to do with it. And of course, we brought in the trends aspect, how to see the opportunities, where they're going that others aren't seeing, and seize those opportunities. An age field filled with more than anyone could imagine on how we're going to profit from it, both spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. Whew. And Tim Malcolm, what a presentation he did. You want to see some real millennial talk? This was the millennial that really put it out straight with facts and figures, and then we put it together where the opportunities are, where the fake stuff that they're pumping out that makes it sound like it's something that it's not, uncovered, and the reality put forth. One dynamic presentation after another, and a special gift for all the attendees, and it was a donation by a very generous subscriber to the TrendsJournal and a supporter of our work who wishes to remain anonymous. Right back of there, shot of me. Place this button by your computer as a reminder to log in each day to your Trends in the News subscription. Whenever you find yourself in disbelief from world events, simply hit the button and blow off some steam, lower your stress, and clear the air. Question everything.
Warning, bullshit alert.
Yeah, so you got your own bullshit alert button too. Great conference, and you couldn't be here. Oh, and then, fine food and wonderful entertainment on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon in June in Colonial Kingston in the sensational Franz Rogan House Garden with a wonderful, wonderful quartet with David Winograd and his great band of renown. What a wonderful time. So, you won't be able to be here, but you'll be able to get in all that information because very shortly we're going to be releasing the entire video of the conference that you'll be able to get. Now, moving on to the trends of the day. Whew. China, the top net oil importer in the world, brought about a quarter less crude oil in May than it did in April. So oil prices were down more than 1%. And they're worried, too, that OPEC might keep pumping more. Everything is out of whack at this moment in terms of demand after what OPEC did last week. So figures like Chinese imports will be more important than ever for demand going forward, said this exploit. Yep, China's in a slowdown. You can see it in the numbers. So the markets, so they got bad news over there in China because that was only part of it. Exports declined. Yeah, that's stuff they sell to other countries. 2.1%, recovering from a 6.2% drop in April and a 14.6% slump in March. And imports, that's stuff that they buy. down 18.1%. Back in April, it was down 16.2%. Remember, if Americans and Europeans aren't buying, China's not making, and they're not making the dough because they're not buying stuff either. So you can see where this is going. Unlike good news that imports and exports are down and they're buying less oil, Shanghai's up over 2%. A casino moved from Macau to Shanghai. And on to some other news. McDonald's, same-store sales fell only 0.3%. I'm bringing this up because people are thinking of the death of McDonald's and all these chains. It's not going to happen. Matter of fact, Taco Bell, who those millennials love so much, yeah, they just came out with a Captain Crunch donut filled with artificial everythings. And put on some real weight with it, too. So they're not going anywhere because the market for clean foods is going to be a very small market in comparison to the overall market. So, of course, McDonald's is making big news that they were going to sell chicken with less antibiotics in it or none at all. But again, the whole quality of the food is boop. But the prices are going up in terms of what it's going to cost the consumer eventually, because the prices of all the foods are going to go up, because that's going to be the biggest trend out there. Food and water. I keep saying it over and over again. And the growth that McDonald's is seeing is coming from the Europeans. Even they're losing it. And they've lost it a while ago as well when it comes to quality. Good news. U.S. consumers are on pace to rack up another $55 billion in debt in 2015. So, what happened to that? I thought people had all that windfall from those lower gas prices. How come the Financial Times not talking about that? What a joke, huh? More debt. Can't afford things. Interesting. As e-commerce matures, retailers turn to mobile. Interesting number over here. Figures show that the rate of domestic growth will fall to 11.6% in 2018 in retail sales over the internet, from 14.2% this year and 16.5% in 2013. By that point, e-commerce in the United States will still represent less than 10% of all retail. So when you hear these stories about how everybody's buying stuff, yes, they are. But in reality, people still like to go out and touch, feel, and smell, hold, look at it, caress it, try it on, and see if it's what they like. Which brings us back to other trends. Those small inner cities that are in near locations or prosperous urban areas are going to thrive as those prosperous urban areas drive out people because they can't afford to live there, and small towns start popping up again around them. That went down a bit. I'm not talking about in Rust Belt areas where there's no growth. I'm talking in areas where there's strong growth, big influx of immigration that have money, so those surrounding areas are going to find growth continuing. Story here in the Wall Street Journal. Trade pacts face growing pushback. This is Obama's trade pact. And guess what? Not a peep from Hillary, and they're letting her get away with it. Nothing. Nothing. Here's a puff piece. Every day, the papers do a puff piece on Hillary Clinton. Virtually. Whether it's the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, you pick them up, her and Jeb Bush. Keep promoting the ones that are out on top. Sunday's paper. Clinton traces friendly path, troubling party. In other words, the path that she's on is troubling to the party. The party the crooks, the thieves, the lowlives, the murderers. That party, oh yeah, what a party. How about a gang? Anyway, second paragraph. She is poised to retrace President Obama's far narrow path to the presidency, a campaign focused more on mobilizing supporters in the Great Lakes states and in parts of the West and South than on persuading undecided voters. Hey, didn't we say that? Wow, I wonder if they read the last TrendsJournal that went out 3 weeks ago. Couldn't have been. No. They figured it out. I'm sure they did. And they may well have done it on their own, but it takes them time to wake up, and they still don't get the whole story right because they are full of...
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Think I'm kidding? Miss Clinton's aides say it is the only way to win in an era of heightened polarization when a declining pool of voters is truly up for grabs. You ready? Here we go. Her liberal policy positions, they say, will fire up Democrats. A less difficult task than trying to win over independents in more hostile territory. Fire up Democrats? Her liberal policy? How can they say this? I'll tell you how. They're prostitutes. Liberal, yeah. It's liberal to bomb the hell out of Libya, huh? We came, we saw, he died. One liberal policy. You got to get rid of that Assad, I tell you. He better step down. Now, that's liberal for you. As we say, liberals lie. Conservatives believe. We got to get the Muslims over there before they come over here. They actually believe that stupid crap. They know better, but they're cowards, the liberals. And there you got it right there. On another piece of news and information, perks grow for presidents of colleges, surveys find. At public universities, presidents were making $428,000 a year. That's the median salary. $428,000. That's why they don't want interactive view. Because it's going to rob them of robbing us. Or rob them of the opportunity to rob us. One of the young fellows, Tim Malcolm, who gave the talk on millennials, I said, perfect, great job, best I've heard, because he's the real deal. He got out of school with $100,000 in debt. And then for the private institutions, you have people up there among the chief executives of private institutions, 3 dozen earned at least $1 million in 2012. And up here in Troy, New York, at Rensselaer Polytech, RPI, $7 million she made, the woman who's the president, Ann Jackson. And in the United States, since Obama became president the first 4 years, the 0.1% of the population increased their share of the wealth from 19% to 22%, while the top 1% of income earners in the U.S. took in 95% of all income gains since 2009. And for U.S. median household income has fallen 12% in that same period, and that we, the people, are earning $6,400 less per year in 2013 than we did in 2007. A lot of news, changes over there in the Turkish government, still bombing away over there in Yemen, and a story, and we keep saying it, it's the one to follow, as the Saudis kill Yemenis, and now some 5,000 are dead. They're now getting reports coming in that rockets are hitting Saudi oil installations. A lot going on in the news, a A lot more to come. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news.